coffee with Pilsky. And those will be till further notice. Okay, that's about it. Hey, wait a second, everybody. You know, for the last 10 days, since I started doing roll calls, I feel like when I get to the end of these things, I'm like walking on eggshells. I don't know how to end them. The first one I wanted to end the way the Sarge did. Anyway, I guess we got off to the wrong start. Well, I miss it. I miss hearing those words. And I think maybe some other people miss it too, so if there are no objections. I know I'm not the Sarge. I can never be the Sarge. I'm roll call sergeant. Are there any objections? Okay. Then let's roll. And let's be careful out there.
Come on, move!
You know, this is a piece of phone.
Belker! Move!
Hill, Renko,
Come on, hairbag.
homicide. The alley behind Van Buren and Delwood.
All right, thanks, Lieutenant.
Yeah, and then does it have a sunroof? No, I ordered it there. Okay, it'll be a credit union check. Okay, thanks a lot, bud.
Stocking the salary boost and the vehicular transport, Sergeant?
Yeah, this is my first new car.
Good for you. Have lunch with me today.
Really? Lunch?
Yeah, celebrate with an afternoon repast.
Well,
I thought it was a vacuum cleaner, that's all.
Vacuum cleaner? It says right here, Vetrocom International Telecommunications System. You know what I think this is? This is a piece of phone company space satellite, hairball. You could be in all kinds of trouble.
You never have nothing but trouble with the phone company.
Belker! You found my rin-tin-tin lunch pail? Are you kidding? Yeah! Just a second, Ma. How would you like a crushed vertebrae? That's real nice, Ma. You know you should do. Give it to little, Stevie, the kid down the hall. No. Because they just use a bag now. Ma, I'm in a hurry here. I'm sure I don't need it. Give it to the little kid. I love you, too. Goodbye. Name?
What's a Rin-Tin?
It's a television show. Rin Tin Tin. Used to watch it when I was a kid. My mom just found my Rennie lunchbox.
Maybe if I'd had a Rennie lunchbox when I was a kid, things would be a little different.
Maybe.
Things I could have boosted with something like that.
We have a 911. Armed robbery in progress. See surplus store, corner People's Drive, North 24th Street.
people see anything?
Anybody see the stabbing? Yes, sir. I saw it all.
Now, what'd you see there, old fella?
It was the older one, Willie boy.
Older of whom, sir?
These hell-fired brothers. I don't know their last name, but Willie boy stabbed that man. I saw it from my window up there. They argued, then Willie boy stabbed him. I've been living in that apartment for 32 years.
Mr.
Talbot. Mr. Lionel Train Talbot.
Mr. Talbot, would you be willing to come down to the station and check through some pictures?
I'll identify and I'll give a statement because I'm sick and tired of being scared of Willie Boy, his brother, and the rest of these roughnecks. I'm calling the halt.
Well, all right, woo-woo Lionel.
Let's do it, sir.
Don't joke with my name till you know me better.
60% of a shift's detectives, and we'll be lucky to make 6 arrests. Maybe 50 nickel bags.
Obviously, we hope for better numbers than that.
Well, unless you want a turnstile operation, there aren't going to be any better numbers.
And we'll live with those.
Warrant quality busts take time. You have to document observation. You try to arrest during commission.
I know the criteria, Frank. It's what the chief wants. And if he weren't under the knife, he'd tell you so himself.
What the chief wants is to mend some fences with Ozzie Cleveland.
What he really wants is his hemorrhoids hadn't come back. Frank, the chief wants to help Ozzie make good on a campaign promise. I don't see the villains there.
It's misapplied manpower. It's a PR stunt that puts my people at risk and erodes morale, and it gives a false impression of our ability to deal with a problem. How many different ways do you want it to be wrong? Yes?
Oh, excuse me, Deputy Chief Bristow. Please, don't leave on my account.
For the record, Frank, Chief asked me to drive by there, the stop and cop operation. Well, I just didn't want you to think I was going behind your back.
As opposed to looking over my shoulder?
Now, that's in a job profile for a deputy chief. Lieutenant?
Sir. What can I do for you, Howard?
Well, candidly, Frank, I was passing by and I overheard the exchange.
And?
Judas, Frank, I love it. I love to hear you chew out the suits.
That's him. Mullins, William.
Okay.
Been messing with people in my neighborhood as long as I can remember. Got a brother named Timothy. Both of them trash. They robbed me twice, and I was too afraid to call.
All right, sir.
No more. Lionel Talbot says enough is enough.
Sarge, we got a suspect on the Van Buren homicide. Got an address off a 2-week-old bus.
Okay, go pick him up. I'll get you back.
Hey, I'll go with it. I ain't afraid to face it.
No, this job is ours, Pops.
The Princess and the Stallion.
Who, us?
Yeah, it's the Polish princess and the Italian stallion.
Yeah. Look, Clara, can I say something?
Sure.
You probably heard a lot of Joe Coffey stories. And you figure I'm this way or that way.
You hear a lot of things.
Clara, I would like you and I to start from zero. Because the kind of guy I am, I feel right now I'm in the middle of working that out.
Hey, we're gonna start from scratch.
Thanks.
Same goes for me.
All right.
Because I don't know. I mean, maybe you're gonna hear some things, you know, about me and my last partner.
Like what?
Just some things we used to do.
You and Danny Frank? What do you mean? What kind of things you used to do? I mean, what do you mean? What kind of things you used to do?
Respond.
Yeah, 2203.
Unit 2203, backup 2202 on suspect arrest 1663 East Utica.
2203 responding. Let's go.
Clara, things like what?
Great, great. We get stuck in this roach palace to get Aussie Cleveland some PR.
Gotta have sustained observation, JD. Gotta have documented transactions.
I hate these things! Oh, hey, don't look into the lens, Belker. It'll crack.
Hey, if you want the bus to fly, you gotta show them getting high, man.
You there, Faye?
Hey, I'm getting tired of this damn machine. I know you're there. Pick up the phone so we can talk. You hear me? And if you're not there, just please have the simple courtesy to call me back. Damn machines.
I always wondered about her.
Who?
Captain's ex. I always wondered what she was like.
You've met Faye. You know what she's like.
Well, sure. Sure.
You got the mind of a pig, LaRue.
Hey, you got the breath of a goat, Bill.
Hey, come on, you guys. I think it's about time we made some arrests.
All right. About time to get some fresh air.
You got enough photos, Neil?
You got Washington on the shutter, baby.
All right, all units, we're moving on targets. Let's go. Pointed for you without charge for 4 questions.
Check this out, babe. Ebony and Ivory. They named one after us. Hey, we got you on film, babe. You are busted.
We're so advanced, we're simple. Now, you got the right to remain silent. You got the right. Hey!
Coming at you, mate. Where are you going, man?
What's doing?
You William Mullins?
Could be.
And you're doing me.
Get on out of here while we search the place.
Hey,
get on!
Hey, pal, you take it easy. You're gonna take it hard. You hear me?
Go.
Leo, we got a Mr. Mullins here for a homicide.
Future pharmacists of America, Leo.
Whoa.
Take this gentleman, please. Stop and cut.
Yeah, we get a couple of lame busts and Foster gets cut up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
Where'd they take him? Mercy Hospital. He's okay, Captain.
Yeah, if you don't count blood loss.
Come here, JD.
Look, J.D., I'm no fan of this operation, but bitching and moaning won't help morale.
Okay, I'm sorry, Captain, okay? I just don't like shilling for Aussie Cleveland street games.
You're entitled to your opinion, but off to you, okay?
Got it.
Who's taking the reins?
Me and Neil. Freitas and Captain Belker are on the second stakeout. Oh, about morale, Captain, huh? Get in a room with Belker sometime. His breath isn't up to cross your eyes.
Counselor?
Pizza man,
How's your day going?
nowhere close to my night. Dexter Sawyer, Captain Furlow.
Pleased to meet you, Captain.
How are you?
Dexter just joined our office.
Good. Cram orientation course.
Who's in my future, Lieutenant?
William Mullins, homicide, interrogation.
Okay.
Gentlemen?
Who is the kid?
New PD.
I don't like him.
If you don't mind, Mr. Sawyer's going to listen to our discussion. All client-attorney privileges apply.
That means he's my lawyer, too?
Yes.
Okay.
You've got an impressive list of priors, Mr. Mullins. Armed robbery, possession, aggravated assault, assault with a deadly weapon, all multiple counts.
Man does what he has to do.
Presently, we're talking about homicide, which puts you in a whole new tax bracket.
That's if I'm guilty. Which who's to say?
You're a suspect in the murder of Cecil Gibbons. In a few minutes, a witness is going to see if he recognizes you.
So?
He claims he saw you commit the crime. Says he can identify you.
So I killed him, so what? Sucker challenged me. And the next fool to challenge me, I'll ice him too. So, Miss Lady, you just get me back on the street, you won't have to worry about no witness or no charge.
If you're identified in a lineup, you're not going to get on the street, Mr. Mullins. Murder is a capital crime. The judge will set a high bail.
That's why a man has friends.
Get your heads up, gentlemen. Step to your left, number 3.
That's him, number 4. William Mullins, he stabbed him.
Take your time, Mr. Talbot. We want you to be absolutely sure.
I don't need to take my time. I know who killed Cecil Gibbons. It was number 4, William Mullins.
You want a profile?
I'm as sure as I'm sitting here.
All right, that's it. Move to the door.
I'm looking for William Mullins.
He's unavailable.
That's my brother.
He's in a lineup. I guess you can take a seat over there and wait. They should know what they're going to do with him in a few minutes.
I'm primed and hungry. Me too. Where'll it be? Druckers?
Bobby, public disturbance in front of this guy's business. You and Renko check it out.
Oh, big girl, we're about to go get something to eat. Can't you give it to somebody else?
No, I cannot.
Hard, rolling rubber.
Hard.
Hey, Pops. Hi, officer.
Mr. Talbot?
Yeah?
My name is Joyce Davenport. I'm representing William Mullins.
Well, this one case you're gonna lose.
I'd like to ask you some questions.
Can't now because I got to go to the clinic.
I'd like to make it pretty soon while your memory's still fresh.
I ain't trying to duck you. Just got hypertension and I got to go to the clinic. Now, this is my address. Now, it should be on but 2.
Yo,
Thank you, sir.
Lionel, you the one said you seen me? You ain't seen nothing, man. You ain't seen me do nothing. You made a mistake, man. You the one made a mistake. You liable to get ice.
William!
You gonna get cold real quick. I saw you when you stabbed that man. Hey, bro, he made a mistake.
I ain't afraid of you or your brother. I seen you when you stabbed that man.
Okay. Hey, your brother's going to be charged. You got any other business here?
No, not here.
Well, then take a hike. And don't even consider intimidating anybody. You'll end up in a cell.
See what I mean? He's been doing that all morning. It's scaring all my customers away.
is rich. And your mother's good looking. Hey, buddy, hey, look.
Hush,
You gotta-
baby. Don't you cry.
Hey, look, you're causing a disturbance. You're just gonna have to leave.
One of these mornings.
You're gonna wake up singing.
Hey,
You're gonna spread your wings and you'll take to the sky.
take a walk.
Until that morning, you got nothing can harm you. 'Cause your mommy and daddy are standing by.
All right, now you listen to me, pal. You shut up and walk away from here, or the next song you gonna be singing is a jailhouse rock. You understand me?
Just walk away, Renee. You don't have to follow me back home. The empty sidewalk on my street is not the same. You're not to blame.
Four Tops, 1968.
How the hell would I know anything about that?
No, listen, all we got is the demon.
He ain't got no Dr. Monster, man.
Said we ain't got it, brother. Now get behind the demon. Demon deliverance.
Oh, man, forget that.
Oh, get stuff too, man. Yes, sir.
I got 4 tray bags, man, please.
Yeah, well, step right to the door, my man. They'll take care of you.
You willing to throw me some smack, huh?
I ain't standing here looking for a date, cool.
Maybe you're looking to do some time. A bus! Bus, man! Help you! Red Dog, you got 3 coming your way. Police, freeze! Doing here?
Homecoming wouldn't press charge.
Oh, we got a shooting victim here. 435 North Polk. You're not gonna die on me. You understand?
Logan.
What?
Name's Jim Logan. Camden, New Jersey. You call my mama, Sarah Beth Logan. Okay?
No! No! Come back! Come back here! Don't do this to me!
The Black Sheik is a weasel, and the Black Sheik is a fraud. And let me tell you another thing. If he tries to put the claw on me, I'm gonna rip off his arm and beat him to death with it.
Man, Von Himmel, last time you met the Sheik, it was war, it was chaos, it was the worst thing that ever happened in the history of wrestling. What have you got to say about that tonight?
Benny, I'm telling you, the man hit me with a chair. I got no respect for this man for that.
That's tonight, 8:30 Municipal Auditorium.
He's
Von
mine!
Himmel versus the Sheik.
He's
King
mine!
Jack the Leopard King versus Jerry the Bulldog. Be there.
Are you guys going?
Yeah, we are going.
Joe, you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna take Sandy. She's never been.
What a classic guy. He takes his girls to wrestling meets.
Hey, it's a broadening experience.
Yeah, right.
You got any extra tickets?
Well, we got, 6 tickets?
Yeah, but they're all counted for, Luce.
You know, I bet you could get some at the door. I'm sure you can.
Yeah, you could.
Well, I sort of got plans anyway. What the heck? Well, you want to check out this disturbance deck for in 39?
Anything we can do for the stars?
Mrs. Sarah Beth Logan, please. Mrs. Logan, my name is Michael Belker. I'm calling with reference to your son, James. Yes. I'm afraid James has been in an accident, and I'm afraid that he's dead. Miss Mrs. Logan, I have some phone numbers with reference to James's remains and so forth. Yes. I don't really know. I don't really know all the details. No. No, my best information is he wasn't doing anything wrong. He just got caught in the switches, I believe. He got caught in some switches and there was a shooting. That's right. That's absolutely right. They aren't safe to walk. Well, we were. I'd say we were friends. And he was doing all right. He always had something going, you know. At any rate, Mrs. Logan, I was with him, and he said to tell you that he loved you. And I'll write you a letter and send you the phone numbers and so forth. I'm very sorry for your loss.
Back here. He won't talk or nothing.
All right, we'll take care of it, son.
Sounds like Victor Motor again, don't it?
Yeah.
Hey, bud, I thought I told you to stop the cigarette. I was going to take you to jail.
Stab me. Lord, don't stab me, baby. Lord, don't stab me.
Hey, buddy, come on, buddy.
Oh, my God.
Call an ambulance right now. Call. Get on it.
When did it happen? Must be 20 minutes ago now.
Hurry up!
They stabbed me with the knife.
This is nice, Lieutenant.
Oh, please. Call me Howard.
Okay. I bet you're real excited about your equestrian unit, huh?
Oh, yeah. I find equine pulchritude unsurpassed. The grace of movement, the power, and yet a delicacy that transcends size. Not at all unlike the characteristics that I admire in yourself.
Are you saying that I look like a horse?
Well, only in the most complimentary sense. That is, there is a certain evocation of the flowing mane, the deep breast, the supple haunches.
The haunches?
I'm not sure I'm making myself clear. The point is, damn it, Lucy, you interest me.
I'm very flattered, Lieutenant.
These past 2 months in therapy, I've come to realize that I'm ready to share my life. That I'm ready for a relationship. I don't want to be isolated anymore.
Well, Lieutenant, I don't know where this is leading, but you're a very nice man. But I should tell you that I try to keep my social life and my work life separate.
Well, that's probably very prudent.
I think so.
What I had in mind was entirely innocent. I have these 2 tickets to the Philharmonic's upcoming rendition of Mahler's Fourth. Kostakowski's conducting.
Like I said, I can't.
Well, if your tastes aren't to the classics, we could go to a movie.
Lieutenant, this is not something I made up. You know, I thought about this a long time, and it's something I would like to stick with, so maybe we should just order.
Do you bowl? Just kidding.
heard a cop got cut in that stop and cop operation.
Yeah, Foster.
Will he be okay?
Yeah.
I'm getting as bad as you worrying all the time. What?
Nothing.
No, something's wrong. What is it?
I think we shouldn't see each other anymore. I think we should stop. I'm sorry.
Are you serious?
I'm very sorry.
Mick, I think we ought to talk about it.
Nope. It's gotta be this way. Please excuse me.
Mick.
I gotta go, Robin.
What are our choices, Captain? You treat us like 3-year-olds the moment you hit sanctuary. Now let's pretend there's a line here, and let's not cross that line.
This is a police precinct, not a press room.
You don't think the press should question a PR stunt like Operation Stop and Cop?
Stunt? Maybe you better go over to Mercy General. One of our stuntmen is being operated on for a stab wound over there.
Are you saying that a cop's getting wounded justifies any activity he's involved in?
I'm saying everybody has a job to do. Part of yours may be to provoke a story with cat and mouse word games.
What's cat and mouse about questioning the utility of Stop and Cop?
Because it's a question in a void. You want to solve the drug problem? Then legalize heroin and then dispense it on a controlled basis. Put a cop on every street corner and that's the end of your problem. But now you've narcotized a portion of the population and what you do is risk a police state.
Well, what would you do, Captain?
I don't make policy.
If you did?
Maybe I'd pay less attention to transient political concerns. I mean, I just left a cop who's going to be wearing a scar long after politicians are on to other trendy issues.
You include Mayor Cleveland in that category?
Well, I think Mayor Cleveland is probably doing his best to deliver on campaign promises he made in good faith.
Well, is that a yes or a no?
No. No comment.
Okay, here's the deal, guys. Now, your client, Mr. Flores, now, because he's a seller, I mean, he's got to do time, right? 90 days? Your client, Mr. Gomez, if he pleads, he gets probation with a drug program, okay? I'll be arresting officers.
Al?
Please, Detective. Your Honor. Like my ropes? Okay, fellas, give me a minute with a couple old trenchmen, huh? Tell you guys.
It's kind of a surprise, Your Honor.
Now, what all to this book, J.D.? Brothers Karamazov.
You owe your job to the brothers Karamazov.
No, not my job. My job, I owe, of course, to 8 years unstinting service through psychic crisis and otherwise to the 23rd Ward Democratic Committee. But my method... Are you familiar with the teaching of the Grand Inquisitor?
Not exactly.
You see, men gabble about freedoms and rights. In truth, they crave 3 things only. Miracle, mystery, and authority. All right, step back, detectives, and watch a master jurist at work. Are these plea bargains acceptable to your clients?
NG, Judge.
NG, Mr. Flores.
Gomez here gets a program. What do I gotta do time?
Judge, Mr. Gomez also has a problem. He says drug programs don't really help him. He'd prefer probation, and he promises to quit drugs on his own.
Oh, I see. ingrates, pipsqueaks. I'm a former public defender myself, and I am on to your heroin-guzzling zombie tricks. You know what I'm tempted to do? Hold you in contempt till you rot. Give you a good dose of mace right now. Unfortunately, the rule of law prevents me. I can't find you guilty as charged. Mr. Gomez, 14 months. Mr. Flores, 7 years. And believe me, sir, if I could, I would throw the book at you. Remand to custody.
Your Honor, this is just an arraignment. There hasn't been a trial.
Exactly what I'm doing. I'm just kidding.
Same old Al. Your Honor, my client feels that the drug program originally offered him is now in his best interest.
Mr. Flores will take his 90 days.
I am delighted.
Here you go.
What a pin.
It ain't the real. Excuse me, the names are off the boxes. Which apartment is Lionel Talbot's?
Who are you from?
We're public defenders. He's not in any trouble.
Train lives first room to your left, top of the stairs.
Thank you.
This isn't going to be my most favorite part of the job.
It isn't anyone's. You get used to it. When Mr. Talbot answers the door, I want you to verify whether he's wearing his glasses or not.
That's pretty cagey.
I called the cops. Get the hell out of here.
Either of you get a clear look, could you get a description?
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was just so afraid.
He looked like a brother. Brother of the man.
Mullins? Timothy Mullins? Brother William Mullins. Call it in, get a picture, get a description out.
He pointed the gun at me, I don't know.
Joyce.
Somebody yelled and I didn't know if he was going to shoot.
Joyce, it's all
He
right.
was going to shoot and then he just ran away.
Decker and Reesner clear, north on Decker.
2202, King and 116's clear. West on 116. Wait a minute. No. West on 116.
2203. Suspect running west on Frederick, we're in pursuit.
Come on! Up against the wall, creep! Come Frank's downstairs. Keep him upstairs.
Okay, Mr. Mullins, you have the same address as your brother?
Hey, I ain't saying nothing till I see William. Put down that it is, Leo.
You ain't gonna say nothing at all in a minute.
Hey, I didn't do nothing. My brother done nothing.
All the way to the end. Number 4, stand up straight.
I'm not sure.
Turn to your right, please. Profile.
I'm sorry I can't make a positive identification.
We're not looking for a legal certainty here.
I understand what you're looking for. I can't be sure it's he.
Which one aren't you sure of?
Any of them.
Joyce.
What? I couldn't be sure, Frank.
Then you did the right thing, but let me be sure I understand here. You mean you really couldn't identify him, or you're just distraught? Maybe we should try again tomorrow.
What do you want me to say, Frank? Is that what you want me to say? Mayor Cleveland's here, Captain. He's in your office. I'll see you at home.
She afraid the other brother's going to take care of her the way this one did Talbot?
She couldn't ID Henry.
What do we do with him? Let him go?
Hold for arraignment tomorrow morning.
Got a charge?
Resisting, conspiring.
What about the brother?
DA won't charge. Guarantee he'll be out by tomorrow.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
Roll that back, Oz.
It's Mayor Cleveland.
Mayor?
You suggest we legalize heroin?
Oz,
That we
Mayor.
put a cop on every street corner? I'm not sure the Third Reich had that kind of compliment.
Not at all what I suggested.
It was on the damned afternoon news. You were on the damn camera.
No, what I was trying to say there was that you have to put the problem in a larger context. I can't be responsible for their editing.
Transient political concerns. Politicians moving on to other trendy issues.
That's out of context.
Bull! You have hurt me, Frank, and you're going to pay for it. First, we'll see about minimizing the damage. Have a statement ready by 9 tomorrow morning.
What for?
A press conference. We're going to see how much of this you can eat.
Captain, do you have a minute?
Sure, Luz. Do you want to talk privately?
I guess I'm just feeling out in left field.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not really on the street anymore. I'm not a street cop, and I don't feel like a sergeant yet.
It's only been 2 weeks, Luz.
Actually, I don't mean the job. I mean, that part is really going okay. It's like... I just got a car, a new car, a compact. You don't know how long I've been promising myself that someday I was going to buy new wheels. I felt great about it.
So that's good.
See, I didn't have anybody to tell. I mean, if I told Joe or Bobby or even Andy, it's like I'm rubbing their noses in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Besides, I miss the action. I just miss being out on the street.
It's not an easy transition, Luz. For everything you gain, you have to give up something.
Yeah. Glad I got the problem.
You're not wearing your stripes.
Just haven't had time to put them on.
Put them on, Luz.
Hi.
Hi.
It's kind of like a nightmare, Mick. Please, you gotta say why.
I said,
What?
I don't want us to see each other anymore.
It's not a reason, Mick.
Because I think it's better. Because I don't happen to think we're good for each other, okay?
Well, you don't get to say what you are for me.
Come on, don't cry.
Because I love you. And we're in love. And we're the best thing that ever happened for each other.
Everyone dies. Everybody that I touch dies. I couldn't stand it if anything happened to you. It would kill me.
Oh, they don't die because you love them, Mick.
They do.
No. Some things die because it's their time. Like your pop. Or like the Sarge.
He was too young.
He was too young. But it was his time. And the others. Everyone on the street who's hurt. If they've got guts or they're a little weird, you reach out to them. And the thing is, they're hurt. And some hurt things die. But it's not because you touched them. You touching them, that's a good thing in their lives.
I'm so afraid something will happen to you. I don't know what I'd do.
I'm not going anyplace, Mick. You can't lose me for anything.
Eat! 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 Eat!
All right, relax. All right, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to do a backhand strike with the right hand. I'll show you how we do that. We're going to take a step forward. We're going to strike an imaginary object up here. All right, down, toes turned in. Snap the arm back. All right?
Eat!
All right, want to try that? All right, toes in, elbows, good fists.
Eat! Eat!
Back, one more from the gut.
Eat! Eat!
Back. Good, real good. Ready position. You did real good. I'll see y'all next Tuesday. Bow.
Thank you.
Fake.
Damn it, Faith.
Everything all right, Mr. Rowland?
Hey! Go watch a Bruce Lee movie.
Good idea.
Very macho, Henry.
10 days of messages, 3 notes in your mailbox.
And I thought the return message was very clear.
I didn't get a return message.
That's the message. We broke up.
I was under the impression that we parted friends.
I reconsidered.
When?
The next morning. You see, I don't put the same premium on being reasonable as you do.
You know, you were the one who suggested that maybe we should stop seeing one another.
And as I recall, your exact words were, sounds right to me.
Can't we talk about it, at least?
No, no. I choose to go on with my life. I do not choose to rehash old business.
Say, this business has not been hashed yet. Please.
Okay. You bet I'm angry. I'm angry because you weren't more attracted to me. I'm angry because you wouldn't just admit it.
And I'm angry because you made me feel like there was something wrong with me because of it. And I'm angry because you wouldn't fight harder to try and find it.
I was attracted to you, Faye. I seem to recollect you saying we bring adult baggage to the relationship. Don't get me out of your life because the relationship didn't give you everything you wanted. Maybe you're right. Maybe I didn't fight hard enough. You, the baby, and Frank Jr., you've been the best things in my life this past year. Maybe unconsciously I felt if we fight, that's jeopardized, so I'd pull back. I don't know.
You've been the best thing in our lives too, Henry. You know, Frank Jr. asks about Josh all the time. And you.
I don't want to lose all of it, Faye.
I don't want to either.
I mean, no. To hell with the reasons. If we can't be lovers, can't we at least be loving friends?
At least that.
Trying to think of 20 different ways I could eat humble pie at Ozzy's press conference. Let's talk about it.
Is that the captain talking or my husband?
It's not fair.
Because I sure had the feeling that was the captain's arm on me outside that lineup room.
I have a line to walk, too. Captain needs to make this case. The captain can't do that without your testimony. Doesn't mean